Graduates and guests, joining us today to recognize and honor our graduating class of 2022 are distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university, led by the College of Education's 2022 Grand Marshal, Dr. Linda Simcox, Professor Emeriti, CSULB, Tim Kern, Director, Single Subject Credential Program, Don Haviland, Department Chair, Educational Leadership Department, Karine Martinez, Department Chair, Department of Liberal Studies, Fei Shin, Department Chair, Department of Teacher Education, Pita Gafuri, Department Chair, Advanced Studies in Education and Counseling Department, Rebecca Bustamante, Associate Dean, Laura Portnoy, Associate Dean, Shireen Pavri, Dean, Kurt Brower, President, CSULB Alumni Council, Jesus Gonzalez, President of Associated Students, Chris Fowler, Chief of Staff, Andy Fee, Director of Athletics, Min Yao, Vice President, Information Technology, Jeff Cook, Interim Vice President, University Relations and Development, Scott Appel, Vice President, Administration and Finance, Beth Lesson, Vice President, Student Affairs, Karen Sism Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, President Jane Close Connolly, Larry L. Adamson, Trustee. In 2018, the university adopted a new alma mater with lyrics by Christian Valdez and music by Kyle Gabriel, composed when both were students in the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. To perform it for you today, please welcome Beach alumna Natalie Gonzalez. Please stand, if you are able, as we play the alma mater. Please welcome the Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Shireen Pavri.
President Connolly, honored guests, members of the faculty and staff, class of 2022, relatives and friends of our graduates, as Dean of the College of Education, I welcome you to the 72nd Annual Commencement Ceremonies of California State University, Long Beach. On behalf of the faculty and staff in the College of Education, I extend my warm welcome and congratulations to you, the class of 2022. Commencement serves as the culmination of years of learning, of growing and developing, both professionally as an educator and personally as a compassionate and reflective human being. Today is your day to celebrate a significant milestone in your academic career. And this day is all the more special given that you completed a good part of your degree or credential while in the midst of a pandemic. There have been so many who have supported you on this educational journey. Your faculty who have challenged and pushed you to new learning, your staff who have advised you and assisted your efforts, and above all, your family, friends, and mentors who have made it all possible. If you can, please take this moment to stand and thank your faculty, your family, and friends, those who are here to celebrate alongside you, and those who cannot join you today. Please, let's stand and give them a big hand. Some of you are the first in your families to earn a degree or a credential. If you are the first in your family to earn these qualifications, please stand and be recognized. You will serve as a role model for many in your community for whom you have paved the way. Graduates, I want you to take a moment to think about one of the most positive memories you have of your time at Cal State Long Beach. It could be something transformative that you learned, an unexpected connection you made, something someone did for you that brought you pure joy, or any other rewarding moment for you at the beach. Now take a minute and turn to the person sitting next to you and share with them this memory and how it made you feel. I wish we could hear what you're talking to each other about, but we imagine that you shared emotions of pride, wonder, gratitude, excitement, and possibly relief. Cement this memory into your mind. Carry the positive energy with you. Let it propel you towards good thoughts, good words, and good actions. Class of 2022, you are now alumni of Cal State Long Beach's College of Education. You are now a member of our rich and diverse beach alumni community that is over 355,000 members strong. Yep. Almost 48,000 of these alumni are College of Education alumni. And they will be opening doors for you wherever you go. I invite you to remain connected with the university and remember that it is your academic home. Stay in touch with us, support our programs, and please give back to the next generation of students at the beach. On behalf of the college's faculty and staff, my warm congratulations to you, class of 2022. Go beach, go teach, go lead. Now everyone, please join me in welcoming our next speaker, your president and CEO of the Associated Students, and also a grad, Jesus Gonzalez. Jesus.
Hello, hello, Long Beach State. Congratulations to the class of 2022. My name is Jesus Gonzalez, and I'm the president and CEO of the Associated Students Incorporated for the 2021-2022 school year. It is a great honor and privilege to be here and serving you and be speaking at today's commencement ceremony celebrating your accomplishments. I'm a first-generation AB 540 and undocumented student. I came to this university, thank you. I came to this institution to receive resource and support. I'm here in front of you today, not only as the ASI president, but as a first-generation student and fellow graduate. Just weeks before my first semester on July 28, 2018, I received a notice from LBSU Enrollment Services that my admissions was rescinded and no longer can attend Long Beach State. However, it was an unexpected setback that the university did not let me fall through the cracks. I was part of the Educational Opportunity Program, also known as EOP, Summer Bridge in 2018. And through their guidance and support, I was able to appeal my admissions and be back a student at Cal State Long Beach. Although at this time, it was full of uncertainty, with the help of campus resources and my hard work, I was officially admitted back to the university on August 17, 2018. Since then, I have continued my involvement with these resources, but I've also dealt with academic hardships. I can confidently say that college has been a time for many of us to learn about who we are, our identities, values, strengths, weaknesses, and especially our careers. At one point or another at LBSU, we can all say that we were lost, whether it was not knowing where to park or how to get from the library to the outpost. We grew because of it and learned to solve problems. Over time, we adapted and arrived early to get a good parking spot, learned how to print out a campus map, and make an appointment with advising. I always hold these experiences to self-exploration and try new things close to your heart. I want to congratulate you all for completing your degrees and navigating your college experience and overcoming the challenges of adult life that were thrown upon you while attending Long Beach State. By continuing your education through the pandemic, we all have made history here at Long Beach State. We faced uncertainty, health challenges, and changing modes of learning, and through it all, we found a way to persevere and be here today as the graduate class of 2022. Our college experience may have looked different, but we can relate that never giving up on one thing that was passionate about. From long nights working on last-minute assignments, finding mental health providers, juggling school, work, and social life, we had to become stronger for ourselves and those around us. As you prepare for life after college, always remember that you are part of a beach community, and you will always have a place here with us and with ASI. So as we continue and receive our degrees, I invite you not to think about it just being a piece of 8 by 10 parchment paper, but also as a chapter of your narrative that tells your college story. A story that demonstrates the challenging times, the professors you appreciate, your mentor, those late night and early morning struggles, the stress of being a first-year student, and the times that you were up too late studying for that exam. When you reflect, think about how much you have overcome, and remember that you're endlessly capable of achieving so much more. This degree is just a starting point and a stepping stone to your career. Now that our time in college has come close to an end, and be confident that you have left your mark at LBSU. No matter how big or small, your involvement at our university made it a better place. Let us listen to continue to uplift the beach community that we are, and be resources for the next generation of students. Let's continue to reach out to those who are struggling not just academically, but those facing food insecurities, homelessness, and mental health challenges. Let's work together to remove administrative barriers and empower students to succeed. Let's be present and supportive as the one beach family that we are, and help students to succeed. There's so much more waiting to be achieved out there in the world, and I know that this class of 2022 can get it done. Continue doing the best to make your world and your career and your dreams and hopes a better place. And at this time, I want to provide a special thank you to my parents. Gracias a mis padres que han emigrado desde México. Su apoyo y ambición para que yo vaya a la Universidad Estatal de Long Beach me ha dado la fuerza y para salir adelante y apoyar a mí mismo y a mi comunidad indocumentada. Este título no es solo mío, sino es de mis padres también. Esta es una oportunidad para desarrollar algún cambio para mi comunidad documentada, familia y la comunidad de color. Así que gracias and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you for your wonderful words, Jesus, and congratulations to you as well. Everyone, please welcome our representative from the Cal State Long Beach Alumni Council, Mr. Kurt Brower. Kurt.
Thank you, Dean Pavry. It is truly an honor to be here today. As a Beach alum and an alumni parent, I have a sense of what it took for all of you to get here. And I want you to know how much I admire you and your families. What you have accomplished is nothing short of extraordinary. And because it's been more than a few years since my own graduation, I can also say with some certainty that your time at the beach has shaped your future in more ways than you could have ever imagined. You don't leave the beach behind just because you're leaving campus. We're here for you. And I hope that you, in turn, will stay in touch with us and find ways to share your time, talents, and skills with students who come after you. Now that you are all alumni, I personally invite you to stop by the just completed Anna W. Nye Alumni Center this coming fall. We will celebrate the grand opening of the center during the Founders Day ceremonies at the end of September. Graduates, as you receive your degrees today, you become part of a truly impressive group, the CSULB alumni family, which is more than 355,000 alumni strong. You now will follow in the footsteps of many alumni who have built our communities through their hard work, talent, and service. On behalf of CSULB alumni, I would like to congratulate you on this incredible accomplishment. As you move on to the next phase of your lives, I encourage you to stay connected with the beach community. I know you will still find it as enjoyable and rewarding as I have. As we like to say, the beach is for life. Thank you, and go beach.
Thank you, Kurt. Next, I hope you will enjoy this video, which I'm pleased to share with the families in attendance today. Our graduates know what a special transformative space CSULB is, and this video captures the spirit of determination, creativity, possibility, and service that permeates the beach and has inspired the dreams of our graduates for over 70 years, celebrating CSULB more than a university. And now, to extend her congratulations, I present to you the President of California State University, Long Beach, Dr. Jane Close Connolly.
Thank you, graduates, family, friends, distinguished faculty, university leaders, our trustee Adamson. Thank you all for being with us. When I start thinking about commencement every year, the choices about what to talk about are really endless, because our campus is a source of countless stories. This year, I've decided to talk about how all of you, students, faculty, and staff, have been so noteworthy since 2018. With 4 or more years at the beach, many of you started in an analog world in which only about 7% of our classes were remote. And you lived through a period when only about 4% of our classes were taught in person. What a turnaround. But yet you are here because of your resilience and because of the supportive faculty and staff who were here for you. You may have been in the first wave to come back on campus last fall at about 40%, or this spring when about 76% of our classes were in person. You've seen it all. Thanks for sticking with us. I can only imagine that there were times when you thought about throwing it all away because your internet didn't work, or that remote classes simply did not engage, or that not coming to campus opened up other possibilities for you. Thank you again for not leaving. Your being here allows me to also welcome you into the Beach Alumni Association. Sticking with us has also allowed you to experience some pretty amazing College of Education beach facts since 2018 forward. In 2020, the College of Education was awarded state funding to host the CSU Center to Close the Opportunity Gap. This is a multi-campus focus to identify and refine proven strategies to eliminate equity gaps at all levels of education. The College of Education granted a total of 1,103 credentials. 820 of these are initial teacher credentials. The College of Education also placed the most student teachers they've had in spring 2022. The programs continue to grow, with the multiple subject credential having the highest level of enrollment in the last 10 years, while our single subject program continues to be amongst the largest in the state. For the past 5 years, the college has worked on Title V grant from the U.S. Department of Education for developing Hispanic-serving institutions, the HSI Caminos project. This funding has built the university's capacity to increase Latinx students in the teaching profession. Graduates of College of Education have been named Teachers of the Year, and one was just chosen to take part in an Imagineering program at Disneyland. Only 50 teachers across our entire state were chosen. So not bad at all. I really want to applaud you. The rest of the university's been doing pretty well. You've been here to see 2 national championships won by our men's volleyball team. You've seen 6 former players and 3 coaches go to Tokyo Olympics. You've been here while we had the highest graduation rate among student athletes ever, 91%. You're also here and becoming alumni at just the right time to visit the Anna Nye Alumni Center. Student housing has increased and been improved with the opening of Parkside North and the renovation of many of our other housing areas. The College of Professional and International Education's new classroom building was awarded a platinum certificate under the U.S. Green Building Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. That's the LEED program. And you've been here for the opening of the Sharkarian Family Student Success Center, which has provided a central location for so many student services, including our much-enhanced Bob Murphy Access Center. Cal State Long Beach is ranked 7th in the nation for awarding bachelor's degrees to Latinx students. The beach is number 13 nationally in awarding master's degrees to Latinx students. Cal State Long Beach was ranked number 2 master's level university in the nation. And by the way, we've just been promoted to a doctoral level university with high research intensity. That's pretty great. Thank you, faculty. Thank you, student researchers. Cal State Long Beach was ranked in the top 10% of universities that provide the greatest return on investment. Of course, I could go on and on about student, faculty, and staff honors and recognitions. I share these with you to congratulate you for being part of building this great university. You are all the recipients of or force behind these accolades. You all, like those before you, have been building a better beach for 73 years, and it's been noticed by others. We are the most applied to university in the CSU system and rank about 8th nationally in applications. We've also led the CSU in improving our graduation rates. Thank you, academic advisors and faculty. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing magical about a 4-year graduation. I'm happy for you to take your own time on your educational journey. I am not happy, however, if we've gotten in your way or ruined your personal timeline by poor advising, lack of class sections, or unmet needs that threaten graduation. No barriers means that we are always looking to be a support, not a distraction or a delay. While we're not the biggest CSU, we do have the most faculty because we know both students and faculty value close mentoring relationships. We don't have the biggest physical space among CSU campuses, but we do have the most platinum and gold certified LEED buildings. Thank you, Beach Building Services. We also send more students to doctoral programs than any other CSU. Thank you, faculty members. You've all done a great job helping to build a campus where no barriers is a way of life, not a slogan. So, as you begin your next adventures, remember we're grateful to all of you for supporting the continuous improvement of your university. Students, I pledge that your alma mater will keep innovating as a way to add value to your degrees. We also pledge to be rooted in our values. Diversity is our strength. The public good is our responsibility. Teaching, learning, and discovery are central to who we are and all we do. And finally, compassion, creativity, and innovation characterize our culture. If we can continue to live by those values, you will be proud to call us your alma mater. In the same way, we're so proud of all that you've already accomplished and all we know you will create for the world. All good wishes for all your next adventures, and go Beach!
Thank you, President Connolly. And now I would like to introduce our Associate Deans in the college, Dr. Laura Portnoy, Associate Dean for Faculty Development, Research, and Graduate Studies, and Dr. Rebecca Bustamante, Associate Dean for Community Engagement and Credential Programs. They will recognize our student awardees from the class of 2022.
Good afternoon. It's our privilege at this time to recognize our graduating students from the class of 2022 who have earned special distinctions. If you would please stand as we call your name. Audience, if you would please hold your applause until we've called the names of all of our distinguished student awardees.
Outstanding graduate, Liliana Mora, MS School Counseling. Graduate Dean's List, Jonathan Dubose Pfeiffer, EDS School Psychology. Sophia Rebecca Corrin Gallagher, MA Educational Administration. Jessica Flores, MA Social and Cultural Analysis of Education. Cassandra Jones, MA Educational Technology and Media Leadership. Sarah So, MA Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Katrina Ann Tomas, Counseling, Student Development in Higher Education. And outstanding thesis, Grace Aquilar, Dual Language Development. Sergio Tamores, Education, Social and Cultural Analysis of Education.
Outstanding graduate of Liberal Studies, Sinead Mary Reyes. Okay. Outstanding Initial Credential Program, Vicki Wen, in the Single Subjects Credential in Music. An outstanding Advanced Credential student, Madison Braverman, School Psychology Credential. Congratulations to all of our distinguished awardees.
Congratulations, student awardees. And now it gives me great joy to introduce our new provost, Dr. Karen Skizamgan, who will present our students for the degrees.
Thank you, Dean Pavri. Good afternoon, Beach family and friends. We have now reached the time for presentation of the candidates of the class of 2022. Will the candidates for the class of 2022 doctoral programs please stand if you're able? President Connolly, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all of the requirements for the Doctor of Education degree and have been approved by the faculty to receive their degrees. Please remain standing, candidates.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the degree of Doctor of Education with all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Congratulations. Now, will the candidates for the class of 2022 master's degrees please stand if you're able? President Connolly, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all of the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by their faculty to receive their degrees. Candidates, please remain standing.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements of the appropriate master's degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Today, we also honor those students who've already completed their degrees and have returned to the beach to complete credential programs. Will the candidates for the class of 2022 credential programs please stand at this time if you're able? President Connolly, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their credentials and have been approved to receive their credentials. Candidates, please remain standing.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I recommend for each of you the credential appropriate to your program of study. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Congratulations. The final group of students from the class of 2022 that we present today are candidates for the bachelor's degree in liberal studies. These include students completing the Integrated Teacher Education Program, also known as ITEP, which consists of both the bachelor's degree and the multiple subject teaching credential, and students completing the bachelor's degree in liberal studies. Also included are students in our residency programs, UTeach, and the Urban Dual Credential Program, also known as UDCP. Will the candidates at this time for the class of 2022 bachelor's degree in liberal studies please stand if you're able? President Connolly, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their degree and have been approved by their faculty to receive the baccalaureate degree in liberal studies. Candidates, please remain standing.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. For those who have also completed credentials, I recommend for each of you the credential appropriate to your program. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies the completion of your undergraduate degree. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Thank you, President Connolly, and congratulations to each and every graduate. You did it. As we conclude, we have important acknowledgements and thank yous. Sign language interpretation for today's ceremony is provided by the CSULB Bob Murphy Access Center. We are grateful to the staff at the Angel Stadium for all of their assistance, and we also thank the university commencement team who worked long and hard through ever-changing landscape to plan this commencement ceremony. This field is a coliseum for excellence and world-class performance. Most of the time, that involves the realm of sport. This afternoon, we are here to honor your excellence and world-class potential in the field of education. You are going to make a difference in the lives of so many young people. Congratulations again. We ask that you please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. Let the recessional begin.
Graduates and guests, thank you for joining us this afternoon for the commencement ceremony for the College of Education. We invite you to make your way out to meet your graduate at one of our 8 graduate experience stages in our parking lot. There, graduates and family can view their graduate slide and hear their names read as they cross the stage. Congratulations, and go Beach!